lovely Morbid thoughts. Welcome back to my channel. It's Morbid Gamer here with a speed build video. So we haven't done a speed build video in a good while, obviously, because your girl is not a builder. But from the title, if you're clicked on this and you are watching this, we have started our own save file. And I'm really excited for this because I've been working on this for a little like cool minute. Over on Twitch especially, I like to build. People on Twitch you probably already know, because we've been working on a save file for a little bit, and so now I'm officially announcing it over on YouTube. Anybody cares? That's what's going on lately. And your girl's not a builder, but she's trying. She's giving it that old college try, man. And so I'm excited to announce it here. I feel like everybody and their mother has probably made a save file by now, but we're just gonna jump in on it, and I'm really excited because this is something that I know is going to be hard for me because, again, I don't really build, but like anything, you can work towards something and get better at it. Like, so long as you're trying to hone in that skill, I think we can get there. And so right now, give you some context, we are building on a 40 by 30. This is the BFF household lot. You guys, if you have the Sims 4, then you know the BFF household because it comes in base game. It is the house where Liberty, I think it's Summer, and Travis Scott lives. Every time I hear Travis Scott, his name, I always think of Travis Scott, the rapper. Kylie Jenner's Travis Scott. Well, not really. Not after, I think they broke up. Ooh, and she was out there with Tyga. I don't know about that. Okay, never mind. So, but you know Travis Scott, the rapper. And like, he was the first Travis Scott though, because I'm pretty sure he came first, and then Travis Scott, the rapper, came. I don't know. I have a feeling it was our Travis Scott first, a Sims 4 that came first. So, props to him, because he was the first one. And can't nobody take that away from him. But that's like besides the point. We are building on their lot, and this house is completely different from the house that they were living in. It was very like, I don't know, it's not my cup of tea, it's not my vibe. That's definitely not like my building style. I'm still searching for my building style, but I tend to lean towards modern. So everything I think in this save file is gonna be basically modern. It's gonna be more leaning towards more the modern side. I like big windows, I like simple like structures, very square. It's just in minimal colors, black and white and gray. That's what I tend to lean towards. We're definitely gonna try and get out of our comfort zone, but for the most part, that is basically my style, and I want to renovate everything to just look more up to date, more up to what it is that I like. So that's definitely the goal here, and not only that, but to improve, because your girl's got a long way to go. And as you can tell, I've already started to renovate certain houses around this house, around the area on this block. I think this was the last house that I needed to renovate on this block, and then I was done with this little small area. So I have been going around. I think this is like I don't even know how many builds I'm in, but on this block, this is definitely the 5th one. And this was the only 40 by 30 lot in this neighborhood. So like, it was a struggle to say the least, because I don't really lean towards big builds. Big builds tend to be a lot more time consuming, a lot harder. You got more to work with. And I'm starting to figure that out slowly but surely. Your girl is figuring it out. I have this running joke with people who like follow me, like, or watch my Twitch and like know me a little bit better, about how I love to use rocks. Like, rocks and me were like this. Like, Patrick ain't got nothing on that rock. Like, it's me and rocks. I love to use them to decorate always. But yeah, if you guys haven't checked out my Twitch, I'm gonna plug it in right now, and you should probably go check it out if you're watching, you made it this far. There will be a link in the description. I stream Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays and Fridays from 5 to 7 Pacific Standard Time. So you can come check it out. It's a good time. Why not? It's free. It doesn't cost you a thing. Unless you want to become a sub, then it does. But like other than that, yeah, it's a good time. And we've been building a lot. I like to build on Mondays because Mondays are the day where it's like you just had the weekend. I just want to chillax and I just want to get into some builds, man. So this house, what else did I want to talk about really quick before I actually jump into the house and start talking about a little bit more about the house? I wanted to plug not only my Twitch, but guys, enchanté, oh oui oui, your girls got merch out. If you're a simmer, you're a proud simmer, and not only that, you like the color pink, why not check out the merch? A link will be down also in the description. But we've got these simmer shirts. They're really cute. I have it in hoodies, crew neck. Crew necks are my favorite. Personally, I really love a good crew neck. A really oversized crew neck, because then you can wear like a dress and just like zhuzh it up and be like really cutesy and girly. So I love a good crew neck and love a good hoodie, especially in the winter. It's cuffing season, you know, you want that cute little hoodie or whatever. But I like this design the most. It's very simple. Y'all probably know this design. If you follow modern days, you know, if you're on social media, you know this design. But yeah, so that's there, and I have a couple other designs, but other than that, yeah, cop it, why not? It's cute, represent the simmer life. But now that we've gotten that out of the way, I do want to talk a little bit more about this build, obviously, because that's what we're working on. But during this build, I was actually watching America's Next Top Model while working on this. And from time to time, you'll see me like take a little pause just because I was like, there was piping hot fresh tea being served on America's Next Top Model, and I don't know why I'm fronting, because it was all old episodes. And if you've ever seen, like, I know there's new episodes and new seasons of America's Next Top Model, I'm pretty sure, but like I was watching the old stuff because I grew up on the old stuff. I loved America's Next Top Model when I was growing up. Like, do you want to be on top? Like, I used to love watching it with me and my sister, and it was just a good time. And like the drama was good, and we would always vote like, oh, I like her best, like, oh no, she deserved it more, like getting in little arguments and shit over America's Next Top Model. So I was just watching it, and like the old, like especially the makeovers, I think those are like probably the best, hands down the best episodes, and no one can like debate that, because that's when all the waterworks came out. All the girls started to cry. Some of these girls got butchered, I'm not gonna lie. Like, some of them deserve to cry, because the way that they left it, I'm just like, ooh, that sucks. It sucks to suck, man. There was one who got like these big old hair, what are they called? Pretty much she got like hair sewed onto her head, and it would look so painful, and it was like a lot. Her hair was huge, and even the hairdressers knew that the lady that was working on her had messed up. She done effed up. And so they tried to go in and fix it, and in the end I think they just ended up taking them out. I'm just like, oh my god, that poor child. And there was another one who like got this bright red Ronald McDonald hair. I was like, I really do like red Ronald McDonald hair, because I used to have bright red hair, but like on her it just did not suit her. It was really bad. Like, there's just so many that I think they just got butchered, and I feel so bad. And I was just like, it was really good though. It was really good, because then they started crying, and you know, that's entertainment right there. So like, can nobody beat that. But I don't know, I've never seen any of the new episodes. I don't know what's going on in the recent ones, or if they do really have a new season. I feel like I just hear that floating around. I'm not too sure though. So I was watching that while I was making this. So while I was watching that, it had a big influence on the build actually, and I noticed that now more than I did I think at the time while I was building this, because you know, on reality, okay, let's take a second. You know, reality TV, when you bring a bunch of people, when you get them and you put them all into a house, they always put them in these really cool looking, big, almost like factory looking, like warehouse, but like renovated into these cool lofty apartment looking things. And so that's always the case, like with real world challenges. What else? I can't really think of any more like reality TV shows like that, but like America's Next Top Model, especially. Oh, Bad Girls Club is another one. Y'all know you watch some Bad Girls Club, or if you, I don't know, they canceled it. I'm so sad they canceled Bad Girls Club, and I love I used to watch it all the time, also with my sister. Oh my god, it was such a good time. But anyways, well, while I was watching that, it definitely influenced this build, especially the furnishing. Not so much the build, because the build I had something in mind already. I kind of want the houses all around this block to kind of represent each other, kind of just look different, but still in unison, still have that cohesiveness about them. So the houses around still look relatively the same-ish. So the inside is what it was definitely influenced, because as you're starting to see me like furnish the inside now, it was definitely more, I was leaning towards more funky pieces, colorful things, accent pieces. Like definitely, you can't see it yet, but like we put in some green, some orange, some yellow, some pink, some neon in there. Well, the only neon sign that we have from Moschino. Thank you, Moschino stuff pack, for that one neon sign. Like probably the best item in that stuff pack. And this is, you know what? I want more neon signs, please. It's so like modern and it's like so funky, but like fresh. I just got my first neon sign in my room, in my living area, and like I love it. It's so cute. I think it just screams like fresh. I don't know, fresh and fun. But we only have one neon sign in the game, and I really like it. I think the only downside to it is that you can't upsize it and you can't downsize it. I'm pretty sure, because I think I tried that and I was like, frick, like I wish you could. Kind of like mirrors, like you can't upsize them or downsize. Like why? Hello, you should be able to do that. I don't know why you can't, and in the game and the system why they made it so that you can't. Anyways, I think after building and furnishing some more, because this has probably been my 10th build thus far, because I have made a couple community lots and I love my community lots, but this is probably like the 6th build that I've done for the save file. I'm starting to pick up on some of the struggles that other builders have complained about in the past, and what like they're kind of talking about when they reference certain things that they don't like about building, and I'm starting to relate. And especially, I can't even imagine back in the day when we didn't even have the basic like swatches for windows and doors. Like, how do you not have basic, like even just a white and black swatch? And then there's some stuff that don't even match when it comes to certain wood tones. They just don't match, and it just doesn't really make sense. Why would you have things like kind of all, should always have the standards and then work towards having different colors? Because don't get me wrong, I would love different like colors also, and different variety pieces, but you always gotta have that those standard ones. So where was I getting at with this? It was the struggles of building. And so I've realized that now, and especially when it comes to, I think, counters and kitchen, the kitchen is somewhere that we need upgrades. Like, I think we're good on bars, that's for sure. I've heard people say that, and I agree, we're good on bars. He ain't no more bars. We have a ton, and I only ever really use like one bar, the one that lights up and glows up. I really like the way that it looks. I don't know, that's just me. Maybe the tacky in me, maybe the kid in me. I really like the one that glows, and that's the only one I ever use. But I'm good on bars. If anything, we just need more counters and counter top. I don't know what the one, you know, I think that's what they're called, but we need more of those. There's not enough, and there's just certain things, so we need more of it. And so I agree with some of the builders. I'm starting to realize what it is that they're talking about. But As you can see, the blue counters though, I changed them to green, but again, they were all heavily influenced by the show as well. So not only am I looking to renovate all of the lots, I'm also looking to renovate The Sims as well. So I can't even with the makeup in The Sims 4, just the base game, because your girl loves her CC. She has a lot of CC. She's made her own CC when it comes to makeup in The Sims 4 for females. But it's just crazy. I don't know what people were thinking when it comes to the females, especially in base game. Like, I made over Liberty and Summer and Travis Scott. But I gave definitely for Liberty and Summer, I was just like baffled because the makeup on one of the girls, I think it was Summer, she had like blue crazy eyeshadow and like a bright pink lip, and I was like, what is this? What there was a time period when people really wore that, but what I was like, that was maybe the 80s, I think. I was like, who do you know that goes around with freaking blue eyeshadow and pink lipstick? Hello? I was like, I really want to know. I have a theory that it was a man who gave them makeover, because I don't know any woman that would go around and give someone blue eyeshadows and a hot pink like lipstick. I'm sorry. I think it was the man, and I feel like that's more forgivable because a man don't know that makeup. Come on now. So I had to give them a makeover, and I really like the way that they look now. They look more young and fresh and, dare I say, hip. They look so much better in my eyes. So definitely one thing, the main focus I think of the save file is definitely renovating and adding my own touch to this world and how I perceive things and how I like to build things, obviously. But also styling and giving all the townies makeovers, and not as like an active household, just going in and just changing their appearance, which you can do using, if you have Get Famous, you can do that through the styling chair. You can offer people makeovers, and if you have full edit mode, cast full edit mode, the cheat, or you have MC commands in there and it's just always on, you can just go in and change everything about them, their appearance, their shape, their weight, their hair, whatever it may be. And so I like to give all the townies makeovers. Like, I don't want them to be like I've played in their active households in my save file. I just want them to like look more modern and more put together in my eyes. So definitely that's like the main thing. I think if anything, maybe I will put in some households, some like my own households into the save file, people with like backstories, and maybe, but I'll probably put in like maybe 5 tops or something like that. But mostly I want this to be just a renovated save file, because I can't with these townies and I can't with some of these lots, man. I've seen that little Simsy everything wrong with Realm of Magic. It's kind of baffling a little bit, but yeah. So that's the main 2 things that I'm working on, and it's gonna be a lot. Especially, I think it's more work with the townies. If I'm being a little honest, I think it's more work for the townies than it is to renovate all the lots, personally speaking, because I've been meddling a little bit with the townie makeovers. And just like in Build Buy, I do think there's a good amount of stuff. But when it comes to the freaking creative sim and like clothes and makeup, especially the there's not that many makeup. I only use like a couple of cool swatches for like eyeshadows and stuff and lipstick. It's not that many. Probably like 1 for each. 1 good eyeshadow, 1 good lipstick, and that's about it. But in creative sim, there's just not that much. I was like, I struggled to create like proper, in my opinion, good outfits, and it's gonna be a struggle to definitely give all the townies makeovers that I deem appropriate to what it is that I like. So yeah, I have to say that build is hard. But I do think creative Sims is gonna be a little bit harder, especially with when it comes to the townies. But I will say that I'm proud of the way that the new BFF household looks. I don't know if you guys want me to do makeovers, like townie makeovers, townie base game makeovers. If you want to see that as the videos, let me know. But yeah, I'm like, I don't know who would be interested with that, because I personally play with custom content and CC, and once you go custom content and CC, you just never go back to base games. So I really don't know who would be interested, because personally, I don't think I will be interested. Just give me the CC and I'm good. So I got some rules. So when building, I got some rules for myself, and I feel like so far they've kind of helped me when it comes to building, because again, I'm not a builder. That's like my 4th time saying that. How many times do I'm like, I don't think I need to repeat it that often. But some rules that I like to set for myself is definitely to lay out the foundation, of course, first, like the structure of the house. Lay that down first. That's like the first thing to go. Next rule is definitely to, if you think that the house is too small, it probably isn't. If anything, you think it's small, you should probably go smaller. Like, that's a good rule. And especially for this build, I was like, it's really big. I knew it going in. I was like, this house is big. But I didn't downsize it, and that's where I went wrong. I should have, because once you go in and this house is huge and you're starting to look at like all the area, it's like Tetris, man. It's like you start to see the downstairs L shape. I'm like, what am I gonna do with this space? So I got an entryway, and then I got the kitchen, and then I got another like kind of living area, like sitting bar area. And then the upstairs, now we're looking at the landing. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Like when you go up the stairs and you have that area, I think it's called the landing. And then for the landing, we got another sitting area, but at least here we have an actual proper TV, funky colors. But yeah, it's like, if you think it's too small, you're probably wrong and you need to go smaller. So that's a good rule to have. And I clearly didn't take my own advice. And then another rule of mine is definitely, once everything like that is done and you laid out the house and the foundation and everything outside is like the exterior is done, then it's time to work on the interior and furnish it. And I don't like to put any floors or floor tiles or wallpapers or anything like that, because I do think it hinders the process of furnishing. I think when you go in and you put down, unless that's your like main point and like that's what you want it, how you want it to look, then I guess focus around the wallpaper and the floors. But for me, I think it just kind of hinders the process of furnishing, because then I have to make it match to the walls and I have to make it match to the floors, where in the end I feel like that's the least of my priorities. And then afterwards, and I'm done furnishing, then I can look and see what looks best according to the furniture and not the other way around. So I think that's another good rule to have. So yeah, I'm like, the girls' rooms ended up okay. They're both upstairs. They all get their own rooms, and I think they look so much better than they did in the base game, obviously, because I got a lot more packs to work with. I got all the expansions and the game packs and the stuff packs, and clearly they were just working with base game, so it wasn't going to be all that, like, you know, you don't have more to work with, so obviously. But I really like the way it came out. It just screams so much more fun, funky, and fresh. The 2 reoccurring words and themes in this video, but I really like the way it came out. And Travis got his room downstairs. I really like it, the all blacked out like room. It looks cool. So yeah, shout out to America's Next Top Model for helping me out with this build, because it was a long one. It took me I think it was a whole afternoon. Like, I started early and it went on till like nighttime, and I finally got it done. This was a big one, and I probably won't do another big build like this for a while, because since this, I don't think I've done another 40 by 30 line. I can't even imagine the bigger builds, because I know there's a 64 by 64. Oh Lord, baby Jesus. Oh no, I have built a 64 by 64. I built an what's it called? Not a theme park, but a music festival lot. And I love the way it came out, and I still think that it wasn't even enough space for it. So, but yeah, that one was fun because you just kind of shove in a bunch of large pieces and you kind of it starts to get full. But when it comes to house and 40 by 30 lots, I don't know, and even like 50 by 50 lots, I don't know what I'm gonna do when it comes to that. But it was fun, and America's Next Top Model helped me get through it. It was fun. It was a good time, especially the fun little story before we wrap this up. When I was in middle school, during like recess or like lunchtime, your girl and me and my friends would like to reenact playing America's Next Top Model, and it's such a like fond memory of mine because it was a popular show back in the day. I'm pretty sure, hopefully, maybe it still is, I don't know, I don't really watch it anymore, but it was something that we would all really watch, and we would all reenact just the same kind of scenario where someone would play Tyra, we would play the contestants, she would call up our names one by one, like, you made it through and I loved your picture, and then it came down to the last two girls, and then they would be like, two girls stand in front of me, but one can only, I don't know, and it was so dramatic. And then like when the last name was called, we would all just cry and huddle. It was like really dramatic, and it was a good time though, I will say. But it was fun. There you go, America's Next Top Model. So you want to be on top? Yeah. I've got nothing else to ramble about. There's still a little bit left into this video, so I hope you stick around. I hope you stick around this far into it and heard me just talk about it and ramble on. But I will see you all in my next video. This is gonna be a fun time. I can't wait to get this save file done in due time. I don't plan on it being done anytime soon, but it's gonna be a long project, and once it's done, I feel like I'll be very proud of myself. So yeah, without further ado, I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now. Bye.
I guess you're back. Are you gonna tell me where you went? All the messages I sent with no reply. It's like that. You're just gonna walk into my room. I hate how you assume I'll take the pleasure and the pain, the sorrows in your brain. Cause I know you're on the run. I'll take the pleasure and the pain, your secrets to my grave. Cause you are the only one. Cause you are the only one. The only one. Cause you are the only one. I sent with no reply. It's like that. You're just gonna walk into my room. I hate how you assume I'll take the pleasure and the pain, the sorrows in your brain.